Hey, it's Becky from Cronin's Clips.
And Nick and
Petey.
Pete.
There he is.
Pete. It's a very confused cat.
So we're going to talk about Ketchikan, the day that we went to Ketchikan on the Disney Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
So that morning, we did have an excursion. We'll talk about in a second. We had a certain time to be there. It wasn't too early. I don't think we actually got on shore. I think our times for Ketchikan are
pretty
like
reasonable.
11 a.m. to something. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
you don't get there super early. So
for those who like to sleep in, you totally don't have to wake up too early on that day.
So we did get up in time to do the sit down breakfast. So at Tritons, I think it's always at Tritons, every morning they give you the times of where you can go and sit down and eat breakfast. So you have a menu. I'll pop in the picture of the menu here, and you order off of that. They do come by with breads. I think we got there right before the end of the time. So they did not come by with breads, but normally they come by with like danishes, croissants and things.
Those little cinnamon rolls that are great.
Mm-hmm, little cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
So we didn't get that on this day, but I think I took some pictures. I'll put some in.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty good. If you're okay with it's a lot. Sometimes it's nice just to have a calm breakfast and be served your coffee instead of having to get up and get your coffee at the buffet and the madness of the buffet and all that.
To be fair, I do like it way better than the madness of the buffet.
Yeah, the thing about the buffet also, you do get to choose your own food, and then also if you sit outside, it's kind of nice to look at all the scenery. Of course, Tritons is in the middle of the ship, so you don't get that. But I think we do more of the sit down breakfast on the tropical cruises. Probably because you got nothing to look at if you do the buffet.
It's like, look, it's the ocean or the Gulf. I'm like, look,
yeah,
neat, but no, it gets old quick.
But anyway, that's what we did that day. With Ketchikan, you are docked right there in the city. Our cruise director even joked the night before, whenever they talk about what's going on the next day, that you would go down on the Wonder, Ketchikan, Wonder, Ketchikan, Wonder.
Which she did.
No, I think that was Andrew. I forgot about it, and when we got off the stairs, he was like, "Look, Mom, Ketchikan Wonder, Ketchikan Wonder."
It is nice. So, like your stone's throw, like literally, you could throw a rock, and it's right there.
And actually, our room looked right out on the dock, and so as we got off the dock, I took some pictures of our room. You couldn't really see, but because we have the stuffed animals in the window. And stuff.
That was adorable.
And then, so what we did was the Lumberjack show with axe throwing. It was through the Disney. It's actually the only excursion we did through Disney. And I'll pop in the price right here. I can't think of how much it was per person.
But it wasn't bad.
It wasn't too bad. But we did decide to do the Lumberjack show and then add on the axe throwing for a little something extra. Which,
if you're wondering, if you're trying to decide, definitely both are worth it. They're really cool.
If you think you want to throw an axe, then yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Lumberjack show was cute. So they kind of divided the audience, and we had the USA versus Canada. And so they had different, the people that do the axe throwing, the lumberjacking. I don't know.
Sure, that's a word.
And the lumberjacking.
It was cool. You line up in the gift shop, so you mill around the gift shop for a little while before the start of the show, and then everybody gets in line and goes sit wherever you sit. They kind of give you directions on where to go. Once you kind of find your spot, they have a concession stand, which they have the classic concession stuff, as well as you can get any kinds of drinks and some Canadian beers and Alaskan beers and stuff like that. So that part was really nice. The show itself was really, really cool. It's a bunch of, if you've ever found yourself on ESPN 6 and you're like, what the heck is this? That's the lumberjack stuff. It's actual lumberjacking. We're using that word now. Lumberjacking competition stuff. So it's cutting the end off of a huge log with a chainsaw as fast as you can. It's climbing to the top of a pole and chopping the top of the pole off. It's log rolling, which was really fun to watch. And all of it is done with that moderately aggressive competition between U.S. and Canada, where you're cheering on your side of of the competitors, and they're doing different competitions. It's moderately staged, like who wins, like you can tell.
Yeah, because they wanted to have a tight race. So. Yeah. But it's really fun. If you've ever done, we did not do the one that involves Goofy. I forget how they say it on the excursions, but like
I hear
Disney
that one's cute,
exclusive or whatever. But I think Goofy just comes out. I don't know. But it was.
I don't think Goofy's climbing to the top of the tree.
No, it was through Disney, but it wasn't the one where Goofy comes out as a lumberjack. No. And I think you can take pictures with the lumberjacks after if you wanted to. Probably take pictures with Goofy. That's the one you went to.
And it's impressive.
And it was
these are professional lumberjacks who are doing like legit competition. Like it's really impressive what they were able to do.
And it was about an hour, maybe 45 minutes.
Sure.
I don't remember.
Oh.
Something like that. And then they had some people combined it with, I think, other things besides axe throwing.
Yeah, there's a slew. If you look at your thing, there's a slew of different stuff that happens after the show. Yeah. So or you can just watch the show.
They gave a sticker for axe throwing when we checked in. And then you meet your group of the people that are going to do axe throwing. And then you kind of divide from there. You divide into two groups because they had two different targets set up in different sections so you wouldn't throw the axe. And, it's very... So we had a, 10 and 13-year-old at the time. And it's safe. Like, there's a line. You don't cross this line. They show you how to throw it.
There's really good instruction for people who are just like, I don't know how to throw an axe. After that, I still kind of don't know, but they give like really good instruction on how to do it, and it's really well set up for like our 10-year-old had no trouble kind of picking it up on there. So if you're kind of questioning whether your younger kids can do it, totally can.
Probably a little younger. It might have been harder.
Yeah, that's true.
But
if your 5-year-old really wants to do it, then it might not work out.
Yeah.
I'd say let him make some cute pictures.
I think there might be an age limit on
There's
it
totally
too.
an age limit.
Yeah, but
it
I
gives
don't
a
remember.
5-year-old an
ad. Yeah, I don't remember what the age limit is. But I tried to do it, so I have arthritis and I have mobility, especially in my wrist, I guess, would have been with the axe throwing.
Yeah, it'd be more wrist.
Because my shoulder, I don't know, but
you don't have
I tried, I can't.
Yeah.
I tried, and I didn't do well, but it was fun. And then I think when our third go round or whatever, I was like, some people just kind of like stopped after the first time, and I was like, I'm gonna keep trying. They let me go up a little farther, so they moved the line for me. But I don't think I hit the target.
You hit the target.
Maybe after they moved me up.
Yeah, you just didn't stick it.
Yeah, well, it was hard to stick it anyway, from what I understood.
But
he
it wasn't that hard. I got it.
Yeah. I think Andrew did too. Huh?
Andrew totally did. That was very cool.
Yeah.
You get like 3 practice tries and then 3 real tries, and the winner of the competition gets a thing. I forget what they got.
Did they get something? I didn't remember that.
Or bragging rights. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
they might have. I don't remember.
Yeah, like that was kind of the I wish I did one perfect, like right there in the middle. It stuck in. And it was one of my practice tries. I'm just like, no, it doesn't count. And then I never did as good again. But our son definitely like threw it, killed it like 2-3 times. He did really well.
So that was fun.
Yeah,
it was a fun activity, and it was how I like the cultural, let's learn something kind of thing. So you learned about the.
Did we learn something?
I don't know if we learned anything, but we learned that in that part of Alaska, there's a lot of trees, so there's lumberjacks. It had to do with why we were there.
I learned more about the lumberjack competition stuff than I ever thought I would. It was something. Great.
It's not something we see at home, that's for sure.
Oh god, yeah.
It's too hot here. And so then after that, we just walked around the little town of Ketchikan.
Yeah, it's all right there. So
we I tried to find out the name of the place we had lunch at, and I don't think I really ever found it. But it was basically like a little coffee shop / sandwich shop.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were going in there to get coffee, but they did have sandwiches too. So we did have to wait quite a bit to get our sandwiches just because they prepared them
Yeah.
While we waited, and there's like a few little seats. It was on one of the main things. It wasn't one like I had looked up ahead of time like where to go in Ketchikan. And the big thing is crabs, crab legs, that kind of thing. The crab legs are still expensive there, even though the crabs are right there. And it's pretty crowded and busy.
Yeah.
So we just chose not to do that.
Plus, bias. I'm Cajun, and so it's one of those things. Just like it depends on how you boil crabs.
Well, it was different kind of crab because it's the big old.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called, but yeah.
We're used to the
but still,
little crabs, but you boil them in a sauce and stuff. And I think I'd just be grunt like this is not.
Well, it's a different.
Not how Mama made.
It's a different kind of crab.
Yeah.
But also, like this place was obviously a little local place, and it was nice to support local. But also, while we're out shopping, we didn't have to go around and specifically find the exact.
And definitely not hurting from it. It was I had a salmon wrap, which was delicious. It was great. We were very happy with that choice. Yeah.
And then we found a little pharmacy because we were getting acid reflux meds. So like if you need to find something,
old.
I know, right? So if you need to find something, there's actual stores. Like that was probably a local pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the famous Ketchikan sign. So it's like where it says "Welcome to Ketchikan," but also I don't know if I took a picture of there's a sign of. It's like really, really rainy there, and so they have like a big what's that called? Like a thermometer? You know how they
rain gauge.
Rain gauge. Well, it's like when you fill it in when you're reaching your goal or whatever.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
But I don't know if I took a picture of that.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
But it was actually not
huge. It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge, and it's on the on the water. It's actually not raining the day we were there, and it was actually pretty sunny.
Yeah, there was like 2 or 3 businesses that were legit closed.
Oh yeah.
Because we're going outside and enjoying a pretty day.
Yeah.
We're not. It's raining all the time. We're not going to stay inside just to sell you stuff.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah. I also took a picture of I took a picture of the back of the Disney Wonder because that's Donald. Oh yeah, he's like painting or something, and then Huey, Dewey, or Louie looks like they're cutting
the rope.
The Donald's on, so that was pretty funny. And the kids thought that was pretty funny too.
Yeah, it seems like some OSHA regulations are broken with that.
Yeah, probably. And then as we got back on the ship, we took the picture of the Mickey flotation device with Ketchikan in the middle. I like taking the pictures for each spot that we were at. I don't know that we did much when we got back on. I think it was... we did do some... me and Amelia did some pixie dusting. So, just briefly, if you don't know, pixie dust, the fish extenders are things that you hang on the outside outside your stateroom door. There's a fish, and you can hang that... hang little pockets with everybody's name on it.
Yeah.
And you can get in a fish extender group, which exchanges presents just within that group. But if you don't want to commit yourself, which is what I didn't want to do, commit myself to having to, basically obligated to give these things, you can do what's called pixie dusting. So we got on their Facebook group and got on the pixie dust list where you just give little things. So like little Disney hand sanitizers or little Disney presents, and people will put the ages of their children so that like you could make it age appropriate.
Yeah, basically, if you're familiar with Mardi Gras, we throw stuff from floats all the time. It's the stuff you get off of the floats. Like, it's little things. Go to the dollar store and get cute little things to give out to people. You don't have to break the bank, like a gold-studded figurine.
Some people do that with the fish extender groups. They really do.
Oh, we should get one of those groups.
Well, we have to do it ourselves then. So me and Millie like to walk around and look. And also, plus, everybody's doors... some of them are so cool. Like they have little lights on them, or they're
people go all
themed.
out.
Like Alaska, there was themed to Alaska.
Themed to birthdays.
I should have
or
taken some more pictures of those, but
there was some cool ones.
There was some neat. So I think we did that day we got back because we were running out of days to do all that.
I love that tradition where you can decorate your door and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah. So then that night we ate at Tritons again. I think that was our third night. That was our last night eating at Tritons, and that was lobster night.
Yeah.
So we have some good stuff that night. Lobster. The kids each got their non-alcoholic. There's a non-alcoholic drink of the day, and there's a non-alcoholic like on the menu that night. And so I think each kid had one of those.
Yeah.
And then I had the roasted red snapper with potatoes. There's and that night is the chocolate melting cake for dessert, which is really good.
Look how lit up she is.
It's one of my favorites.
She loves that one.
There's also a strawberry dessert, I think, which was really good too.
Probably what I had.
I probably took pictures of all these things. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't actually get the lobster. I get the Chateaubriand or something. One of the.
The great thing about a cruise is if you don't just want the lobster.
Oh yeah, you could get both too, but anyway.
I usually order on lobster night. I usually order the lobster and something else just because you can.
Yeah, with other good stuff. And we took some pictures again, so they'll go around to the tables. I'll probably said this in other videos, and ask if you want pictures. If we paid for the picture, the photo package, so I usually say yes. So they take a picture of each side of the table, and then individual pictures of everybody, which is a nice little little extra something to get on pictures. And then I took some pictures on our way leaving Ketchikan. It's cute because you're kind of right there at the town, so there's houses kind of lining the shore there.
Yeah.
So I took some pictures of those.
It's a really pretty area too.
Yeah. And I knew the next day was at sea. I didn't know how soon we were going to be out of all that stuff. And then
even at sea, you still see.
Mm-hmm. And then we did another silent DJ dance party.
Those are so funny.
Really enjoyed those. It's funny to hear everybody singing along. And then we took even more pictures out on deck 4, which is what we did, I think, a lot of nights, because the sun doesn't set till late. So, we can do that before we go to bed. It's 10:30, and we're still taking pictures.
Yeah.
And then, what else? The towel animal at night. Oh yeah, and before we went to bed, I think just me and Amelia took pictures with formal Goofy. I think it might have been semi-formal night that night. But
what makes a formal Goofy?
He's wearing a tuxedo.
Yeah. He didn't have one of the hats, a top hat.
I don't remember if he's wearing a top hat.
We'll see in the picture.
They will know. They'll know in the picture, but I don't remember if he's wearing a top hat. I think I even got some video of him walking in. That's the time to take those pictures, is at the end of the night.
I'm not gonna lie.
To 10 o'clock.
If you're going to take pictures, Goofy's probably the best, because he has a whole thing he does with him. Others just walk in, where he just doesn't walk in. He slides in, kind of like Kramer from Seinfeld. It's really always fun to watch Goofy.
Yeah,
make an entrance.
Him and Stitch. I think Stitch kind of makes an entrance.
Yeah, that's true.
We also took pictures with Pluto. I think it was formal Pluto, but it's hard to tell because he just has it like a collar that's black instead of red or something, instead of orange or something.
As you know, it's hard to put a dog in a tuxedo. So
yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. It's not nice to the dog. So. I'm not going to do that on a Disney cruise. Anything else to add? No.
It was a great time.
Okay.
Definitely, the Lumberjack show was the highlight of the day. I'm sorry. Yeah. Highlight of the day. It was a lot of fun to do. So highly recommend doing that. I don't know.
And we ran out of space, so we're just ending the video. So remember, tomorrow is just a dream away.